Guys, Campbell Crow here, and I'm going to teach you today, or sorry, show you how I set up my character's um, controller and movements. So I watched a tutorial by Brackies on how to do it. It was very informative and gave me the answer on how to do it. So yeah. So first of all, you start off by making a player and well, I just named it Dirt Ground. This is my environment for the time being, just so that I could check if my character was working. So I first of all got the player, um, came with sprite renderer, then I added a rigid body, and in there I changed the gravity to 3 just to make sure it works well enough, it falls quick enough and all that. I also added constraints to the Z axis. This is so that the character doesn't topple over when you start the game. Um, then moved on to the character controller, and I added a character controller 2D script from the Brackies tutorial, and that helped a lot. In the character controller, I created a ground and ceiling check, and this let me, if you look here, it'll tell the game where your head and the feet will will interact with the environment. After that, I moved on to the colliders, and if you look over here, there's a box collider. I use that for the head and the upper body, and then for the feet, I used a circle collider. This is so that it moves well on like sloped surfaces and stuff, and doesn't have that jumpy effect. So then after that, I created a player movement script, and then opened it. And over here, as you can see, is the player movement script. And I first start off by coding the character controller 2D and the controller, so that it would first talk to here, and also the controller let me drag it into here so that they talk to each other, and I can make the controller move through this player movement script. So, oh yeah, so then back here, went to the movements, and then we coded the jump, the crouch, and the horizontal. So the jump and the crouch are quite self-explanatory, but the horizontal means left key and right key, or A and D, minus and positive, and minus 1 and 1, which is moving along the, I think it's the axis. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So, and then lastly, what I did was in the input, and under project settings, I changed the jump key to W, and the alternative to the up arrow key, instead of the spacebar. Just makes more sense, and I think it feels a bit better in gameplay. And then for the crouch, did the same with the S and the down key. And yeah, so that's it. So let me just press play. It doesn't have the sprite sheets yet, so it's still a stationary character. But as you can see, the movements are working, the jump works, and then you can't see the crouch because the sprites aren't on yet. But if you hold down the arrow key and move forward, it goes slowly, because the crouch speed is at 40%, so 0.4, something like that. But yeah, so that's my game, and yeah, thank you.